So today I'm delighted to be chatting to an amazing light being, mentor, and international best-selling spiritual author, Diana Cooper. Welcome.
Hello, Susan. Lovely to talk to you.
Lovely to talk to you too. Diana, you've got an amazing event coming up in October, and it's a very, very special day. Can you tell us a bit about why it's so special?
The event is special because we have been asked to raise the frequency of the planet. I mean, that's amazing. Raise the frequency of the world. I could hardly believe it when they said this is what it was about. The Archangel Metatron and Archangel Raphael are working with us. And of course, my guide Kimika. And they said that this is the most important event since the cosmic moment of 2012. I mean, that is absolutely awesome. And they told me 6 months ago that I have to do the monadic merge meditation every single day myself. And as I have done it, it has changed.
Yeah.
It's quite extraordinary. So the day itself comprises of 3 sections. So first of all, I'm working to raise the frequency of the third eye. Now, the purpose of this is to bring your third eye into such a level that we reach clarity and enlightenment. And when that happens, we can start to focus on world peace. Because the third eye brings in abundance consciousness. And AJ Roberts is going to be standing on the platform, and he's going to anchor the energy of Jupiter, which is the third eye chakra of the universe, into our planet. And that is his lifetime commitment to do that. And so we will be bringing in this abundance consciousness that will literally enable us to start focusing on world peace. Now, as soon as we start to do that, then the crystal skull, the amethyst crystal skull under the Sphinx, is going to start to radiate its light. Now, I know that you love crystals, and so do so many people, and we put lovely energy into crystals. When that happens, all the crystals are going to come online and start broadcasting the light that we've all put into them. I mean, awesome. This is going to raise the frequency and enable a special portal in China to open up and radiate source light. And this in turn is opening the higher hearts of humanity. So it has a massive knock-on effect. And then Adrian Lee is going to do an Akashic record clearing. Now, he's a high priest of Andromeda, and he carries exactly the right energy to do this, which is just amazing. And then in the afternoon, I'm doing the raise your frequency to connect with your monad, to merge with your monad. Now, people say to me, well, what's the monad? Well, most people know what the higher self or their soul is. Your monad is way beyond that, a much higher level. My guide told me that lots of people, when they refer to God, they're actually referring to their monad. It's the 12th dimensional aspect of you. It's your original blueprint, your original divine spark from God. And it's never been possible on the planet before for people to merge with it as we are doing on this day. So it's a momentous day for everybody. And so we're going to do the merge with the monad, and it's a process. First of all, 5 masters have agreed to step in and give us the qualities that will enable us to start moving forward. Now, they are Saint Germain, Merlin, Paul the Venetian, who's giving us the flame of freedom, and then Lord Vuslu, who was the highest frequency high priest in Atlantis, and he carried the keys and codes at that time to jump shift Atlantis into the awesome golden age it became. And he is bringing his energy back now, and he is going to place energy into the hearts of everybody to enable them to make a shift into the golden future. we are then bringing in El Moira. Now, El Moira is the Manu. He carries the codes for the fifth dimensional human of the golden future with 12 strands of DNA intact. And he has them all not just intact, but operational. And he is going to literally step into us and transfer what we are ready to receive. So that is just our preparation time. After that, we are creating an archangel ball. 12 archangels are stepping in, and each one is awakening specific upper fifth dimensional qualities within us. And so we all have these qualities at some level, but the archangels are literally waking them up. And then Archangel Metatron is going to illuminate them so that we are radiating light at a much higher frequency. This is preparing us to bring in the light codes from the cosmos. And the key to unlocking codes in the stars and planets is love. So with open hearts, we're creating pathways of love to the planets and the parts of them that have ascended. And we are drawing in specific light codes and their colors into us to start shifting us at an incredible level. And so when we have accessed all these light codes, then of course we are radiating an extremely high frequency, and we're going to act as channels and bring that energy down through us. We are then anchoring it into Lady Gaia. Now, the energy of Gaia is gold. It's wisdom. We are bringing in to 11th dimensional frequencies from the cosmos to mix with that gold to create golden white. Now, golden white is a higher frequency. And so that is being spread around the planet by the ley lines, the tree root network, by our thoughts, by the waters of the planet, until the entire planet is becoming golden white. And we will see Gaia radiating out golden white light into the universe. As this pulses out into the universe, Earth can take her rightful place at a higher dimension in the universe. And then, having done that little bit of service work, Lady Gaia will bring the energies up into us so that we too radiate golden white light. And at that point, we are able to raise our frequency, and our monad steps down to meet us, and we merge with our monad.
Absolutely.
Now that is completely, wait for it, this is only the start. When we have merged with our monads, and I can't describe to you what a beautiful, peaceful, incredible sensation that is. And as I said before, I have to do this meditation every single morning without fail. Even if I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get it done, I have to do it. That's part of my contract. And it has changed so much. When I first did it, it seems quite strange now. I actually had to knock and ask permission for my monad to come. And then a door would open and I'd be invited in, and then I'd enter and there would be beings around me. And this just progressed. And the reason I've gone through it is so that other people can just step into their monad now. So we will step into our monad, but then, and I've only fairly recently been given this information, that there are people around the planet like you doing the meditation, though it's expanded, all of which is helping the whole planet to rise and be ready for this. We are then going to move, and all our monads are going to merge together. This is going to illuminate the entire universe.
That's so exciting, Diana.
I know. And here's another piece of information I've only recently been told. At that moment, for the first time ever on the planet, in the entire history of the planet, we will be able to touch the 12th dimension.
Wow.
Amazing, amazing. I go, oh, I can't believe it. And then when we have done that, we will leave our monads and we go to the Intergalactic Council. Now, the Intergalactic Council, as you know, is the council, the body of 12 beings who are in charge of the planet. And there are 88 beings, many of them on Earth, currently in a physical body, who work with the Intergalactic Council. And we will, perhaps I'll tell you that in a minute, but we will go to the Intergalactic Council to make petitions. Now, I have been told what the first two petitions must be. I had my own ideas, but no. Source himself came in and said they had to change. So the first is, the most important thing for Earth is clean water, clean air, and clean soil, purifying the planet for humanity. And they said this is the number one most important thing. And so we ask the Intergalactic Council for that. And Elmoira is going to take that petition on for humanity. And then for wise leaders with honor and integrity and vision to step forward and lead the planet. This is so, so needed. And Jesus himself has volunteered to step forward and take that petition. Then we can make our own individual petitions if we wish to. And the final one, there is a story behind it. I asked Serapis Bey if he would place the pure white flame of Atlantis over the entire planet. I'd been working with him to put the flame of Atlantis over people and situations. And when I asked him if he could bring it down over the whole planet, he said, oh, that's too big a thing for you to ask me. You would have to ask the Intergalactic Council, because this will affect not just Earth, but other planets and the universe. So next day, I went to the Intergalactic Council and I asked them for this permission. And they said, oh, we can't just tell you, can't just agree to that. We would have to consult, and we'd have to consult the councils of other star systems and planetary systems, because it will affect so many beings. Yeah. Anyway, I went back again next day and they said, yes, on one proviso, that everyone who has merged with their monad then comes up together and you make the petition together. So a very, very high frequency petition. When I first asked for this, I turned round in the auditorium of the Intergalactic Council and there were 6 million souls there. I thought, what is this about? And they said, oh, these are beings from the universe who are supporting, not beings from Earth, but from around the universe, who are supporting this for Earth. And then every time I went, the numbers increased until there are now billions of souls from around the universe coming in to support what we're doing on this day. It's
together collectively on the day. Yeah. Amazing.
And Serapis Bey wants to thank us for having the faith in him. But when the pure white flame of Atlantis comes down over the entire planet, it will illuminate it so that stuck souls, for example, will start to see the light and start to leave. And all the dark energy in the seams of Earth will be lit up and start to dissolve. And the negativity around the planet is going to start lighting up and start to transform into love and joy. And they said at first that there'd be about 25% of the people, or 25% of the energy on the planet would be shifted. And now they're saying it can be much more.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, that is major. There is something else happening on that day. While we are doing the monadic merge meditation, and we're going out to the planets to bring in the light from the planets and the light codes, there are 3 11th dimensional planes. One is Helios, and that's where all the light codes from this universe are created, and Archangel Metatron works there, and that holds the energy of all you can be. And so that energy is being anchored in. We're all bringing it in for ourselves, but then we are all bringing it in together. And Tim Wilde is going to anchor that energy into the planet for 3 years. Now, our task is to visualize it coming down and into the Great Pyramid in Hollow Earth so that it is anchored and established there. And so that energy will, for the first time ever, be available to humanity at an 11th dimensional frequency. We know how 2,000 years ago, Jesus incarnated to access and anchor the Christ light. Because the frequency of the planet has risen so much, we have all been asked to go up to this high frequency together and bring in these 3 energies. And then they are to be anchored, each by somebody different. So Tim is going to do that one. Adrian Lee is going up to access, we're all going up to access the energy from Andromeda. Now that is the higher heart of the universe, and that's an 11th dimensional frequency of love, peace, and wisdom. And that is going to be anchored into Hollow Earth by Adrian Lee. And then the last one is the energy of Lyra. So the collective love that we are radiating out will open the stargate of Lyra fully. Behind it, you have the pure white unicorn energy. And that light contains all the qualities that we need to merge with our monad. And so we are accessing it, and Mia Kafkios is anchoring it into the planet at an 11th dimensional frequency for humanity. Now, as you know, the unicorn light is an ocean of pure white love and light. And out of it, it's like an ocean. The droplets come out of it, and when they come out of it, they take the form of unicorns. And so unicorns are going to come en masse into the planet through the wide open portal that has been created. And so not only will everybody be connected to their unicorn, you know, yours, we're all aware of how much they help us by holding our frequency high. So they're all going to come into the planet and help people by holding their frequency high, offering healing, offering love, and in so many ways. So on the 22nd of October, a huge shift is taking place. Now, if somebody can't watch it on that day or take part on that day, the portal lasts for 3 weeks. So between the 22nd of October and the 11th of November, we have this huge opportunity. If somebody takes part in the meditations in that period, then the energy will be added to the planetary energy, and that will be a service as well as their own personal growth. If they take part after that date, it will add massively to their own personal ascension, but it won't be added to the planetary shift.
Okay.
So that day is extraordinary.
Yeah. I remember getting the your newsletter earlier in the year and seeing this and just knowing immediately that I was going to be there. And so I just booked it and, without thinking, how am I going to organize this? But of course, everything just fell into place immediately. It felt so important. And so people can come, even though they're not coming in person, they can attend live all over the planet. And you have the option of either coming for the whole day, which is obviously highly recommended because there's so many good things happening, or for people who just want to come for the hours, the monad merge. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's absolutely true. And they don't even have to, if you're listening to the live stream, because the live event's been full for ages, but if you're listening to the live stream, you don't even have to do it in that order. Whatever is right for you at the time, listen, absorb, and probably listen again and again.
Because you can pop in and out, obviously, and listen afterwards many times over, which I'm sure people will do. Yeah.
Yes.
To book this workshop, I have a link available for you on this video, but also Diana's website, dianacooper.com. You can go there.
And can I just mention my new book?
I was going to mention your new book.
Golden Future, full of hope and inspiration. And I'm just having the most awesome feedback from people about it. And it's also, not only does it give you the history of what's happened up to now, but it also tells you exactly what to expect in the amazing golden future that we're moving towards. And then part 3, it takes you through your energy centers. And here's what I find so fascinating and amazing. As you go through them, the angels are working with you. And so if you go into a chamber, they will clear the energy in that chamber for you and take you out at a higher level. So just reading it means that there are shifts taking place in you.
Well, I have to tell you something, Diana. Just opening it is like a cosmic hug. I just feel the vibration is just enormous. And I find this of your books, generally I have them on my shelves because I feel that they raise the vibration of the room.
Thank you.
Having them in here. But I mean, this book, my guides have told me as well that this is part of my preparation for 22nd of October is to read the book as well.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Yes, well, I'm sure it is, because when you read the book, it's raised your frequency and you're ready for what is taking place on the 22nd of October, which is life-changing. To take part in raising the frequency of the world is an amazing service, as well as your personal ascension.
Yeah, absolutely. And what advice would you have for light workers who are maybe feeling overwhelmed at the moment and a bit stressed and, maybe working in difficult environments or in difficult environments? What would you say to them now?
Well, everybody is going through this. Part of the reason is because of all these solar flares that are coming in. The purpose of them is to raise the frequency of humanity. But of course, it is quite a harsh energy lift. And so be gentle with yourself. Take time to relax. People think, and I'm very guilty of this. I've got to get on with it. I've got to do more. And then I forget that actually, no, what I really need to do is relax, because one of the many things that they have just recently said is that everybody, when they connect with their monad, their 12 strands of DNA will be connected. And so then our task is to activate them. So they can't do that bit. And one of the ways to activate them, one of the things we have to do in order for them to be activated, and that brings back all our gifts and powers, is to relax. And so then, of course, the cells can start to do what they need to do and make the connections so that we can be activated fully. And so be gentle with yourself. Absolutely know that you are here in incredible planetary service. You chose to come here at this particular time, especially so that you could help. And nobody said it was an easy task, but it is a really, really important one. So just give yourself a break. Say, okay, relax. I'll take the morning off. I'll walk by the sea, in the woods, go out into nature as much as possible. Because of all these high frequency energies coming in, Lady Gaia has sent extra light into the ley lines to help us ground. And so when you do go into the woods, or I say woods because I live by woods, but into any part of nature, then you will be able to ground much more easily now because of the higher energies in the ley lines.
That's amazing. And you really feel the difference, don't you? Even if you just step outside for a few moments, if you're having a very busy day, just being on the earth and being near trees or plants. And I like putting plants in my water. I'm getting more interested in herbs.
Cucumber in there.
No, it's lemon verbena, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's lovely and calming. Very nice. Yeah.
Lovely. Delicious.
Yeah. So I thought maybe we could pick a card together for whoever's watching, and maybe for ourselves as well. So I have the unicorns and the dragons. Any particular choice?
Oh, unicorns today.
Unicorns, okay.
I have to say the dragons will be there on the 22nd of October, protecting the hall, clearing the energy around, and clearing every single person that's participating.
Yes, they're amazing.
They have got a very good, important role.
So I'm going to pick a card for us all now. Unicorns. And we got, just what we were talking about, refreshing oasis.
Oh, right. Yeah, isn't it perfect how it happens? Yeah. Take time to refresh, relax. Yeah. And then everything seems much easier again.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to be stuck in the masculine of striving, do we? We need to balance ourselves. Yeah.
That's not part of the golden future at all.
No.
The golden future is much more relaxed and accepting and allowing the universe to flow through you.
Diana Cooper, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and I'm so excited to be seeing you on the 22nd of October.
I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, Susan.